Hi everyone, in this video I will be showing how to block ads, tracking, malware, and more on macOS. So no more seeing this when accessing content. I'll be using black hole DNS servers so that instead of your computer connecting to harmful domains like malware sites or advertising sites, it'll redirect it to nowhere, so it'll block access and keep your computer safe. So I'm going to go into my system settings and I'm going to go into network, go into my Wi-Fi connection, go into my details and going into DNS. And I'm using a public DNS server, 8.8.8.8, which is Google's public DNS server. And I'm going to open up Safari and I'm going to test a couple sites, CNN.com. And we see there's an ad here at the top and scrolling down, and there's some more ads here on the side. I'm going to try another site, ABC News. And at the top here, there's an ad. And so that's with using a public DNS server. So now I'm going to use a black hole DNS server, and there's many free ones available. I'm going to use the ones from Control D. So go to controld.com, and then at the top, going to go to free DNS and scroll down. And standard configurations, pick a configuration that best suits your requirements or use the custom builder below to fine tune exactly what you need. So for something basic, if you want, for example, ads and tracking, you can just select it. At the bottom here, ads and tracking, and there's legacy resolvers and secure resolvers. And legacy resolvers, that means that it is not encrypted. Here are the DNS servers. So I'm going to copy one of them, go into my system settings, I'm going to change it. Okay, it's added in, hit OK. I'm going to go back into Safari. I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go back to CNN.com. And we can see at the top there that it looks like it's trying to find that domain to show that advertisement, but looks like it's not able to, so that's good. And I'm going to scroll down, and same here as we saw before. On the right hand side, it's not showing up, so that's good. And so I'm going to go back to Control D. And so if you want to use a secure resolver, which means your request will be encrypted, and then you can select it and then go to Setup Guide and Help Me Configure. Select Mac. I'm going to do a manual setup, and I'm going to download the profile. It says here profile downloaded. Review the profile in system settings if you want to install it. Okay. I'm going to open up Finder. I'm going to go into my downloads, and there it is. And you should see it in system settings, but if not, right click, open with profile installer. And then now I'm going to go into system settings and then go to my profile downloaded. And here it is, and it's not installed. Double click to review. And here it just says your personal encrypted DNS resolver, and it's signed by dns.controld.com. And this will make changes to the DNS settings. So hit install. It's asking you for your password. All right, and it's installed. And so if I go to network, and then we see under filters, and then we can see it's enabled. So I'm going back to Safari, and I'm going to close CNN. I'm going to open it up again. And we see that it's working as expected. There's no ad here at the top. And scrolling down, we see on the right-hand side, there's no ads coming up either. Now going back to Control D, I'm going to close this. And so the standard configurations, so you can only select one of them. So if you want to set up different items, you'll need to do a custom configuration. So I'm going to scroll down, and there's custom configuration here, and then you can create a custom one. So for example, let's say I want ads and tracking. I don't want to see any gambling content. I don't want to see phishing. I don't want to see malware. And then we can see here at the bottom, and then go setup guide, help me configure, click on Mac, manual setup, download the profile. All right, and it's downloaded. Okay. So going back to my downloads folder, so here are the configuration profiles, and going to system settings, and going into network, and then filters, and then here's my existing filter. You can have multiple filters set up, but this is going to be redundant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this one. And so I'm going to remove it through the terminal. So I'm going to open up a terminal. I'm going to type in profiles-L, and this will list my profiles. And then I'm going to remove it. So profiles-R-P, and then select the profile, put in my password, and we can see it was just removed. And going to my profile that was just downloaded, and then here it is, double click, and then I am going to install it, put in my password, going to network, going to filters, and we see it's enabled, so that's good. And I'm going to go back to Safari, going to my CNN tab, closing, open up a new tab, going to CNN again. And we see at the top the ad still doesn't show up, so that's good. And same here on the side, so that's good. And I'm going to check ABC News. All right, and same with ABC News. So we don't see anything at the top here. So it's working as expected. So that's it. That's how you can use black hole DNS servers to block ads, tracking, malware, and more on macOS. I hope this video was useful, and I thank you for watching. Bye now.